wanted to make this video just to share with you guys ways that I saved on my wedding and give you guys some ideas on how to save for your big day. I hope you're following me on Instagram because I did share videos of my wedding on there, and it was absolutely beautiful, if I do say so myself. And I do say so. So the link will, I'll have the information in the description box below, so you guys can at least just kind of take a peek and just see how everything that I made just really came together on my day. And I was so happy, and it was so beautiful, and I absolutely loved it. So the main point of this video is KISS. Keep it simple, sweetie. Weddings can be $100 to $100,000. Just depends on the bride and the groom. But I'm going to teach you how to keep it way under $100,000. Okay? So, with that being said, how much do you guys think that I paid for my wedding? I'm going to ask you this question and I'll give you the answer at the end of the video, okay? So, one of the main things to keep your wedding costs low is not to get married on a Saturday. Saturday is the most popular day to get married. I saved $750 just by getting married on a Sunday. Take your time with the planning. I'm planning. If you need 1 year, if you need 2 years, if you need 3 years, there is no rush. Don't let people put pressure on you. There's no time limit for an engagement. Just really take your time planning. Weddings are stressful. Rushing it will just add more stress to you, make you buy things you necessarily didn't want or don't need because you were rushing. So just take your time with the planning. Find a venue that allows outside vendors, which is a really big thing, because you'll pay, let's say for example, for me I paid $2,000 I think for our venue, which included an outside vendor fee. Because had I gone with their vendors, they were charging like a minimum of $3,000 for catering. What? No ma'am, that's not happening over here. No ma'am. I don't love anybody enough to spend $3,000 on some food to feed you, okay? So that wasn't happening. So we paid $300 to have it outside catering, which saved us thousands in the long run. So that was a plus. And when searching for venues, try and find venues that include things like my package include table linens, chairs, a bartender. You know, it included a lot of different things like that. Those little things do add up. So if you can find a venue that includes those things, great. But if not, I also have a tip later on in the video that'll show you how to save on those items as well. If you can, have your ceremony and reception in the same place. It saves you money. I know our photographer charged us a fee for having to travel to 2 different locations. You know, a lot of people just charge you that extra fee for having to travel 2 different locations. So if you can have them in the same place, that's great. But if not, just be cautious that fee will be in place, and put that into your budget. Skip plated dinners, honey. Having people sit down and have their food brought to them, it's cute. It's not necessary, because then you're paying extra money because you have that wait staff has to be paid for. Now this is if you can avoid it, okay? I did a buffet. It turned out well. Everybody ate. Everybody got seconds. I believe some people got thirds and fourths, okay? Which is fine by me because we didn't want to take any of that home. So skip the plated dinners. If you can, if you're on a budget, do heavy hors d'oeuvres. Or for catering, search a local restaurant for catering versus a catering company. Find a restaurant that caters, and you can save a lot of money that way. Skip the fancy cake. Cakes are pretty to look at, but fondant tastes disgusting. I have yet to have a cake with fondant and it tasted good. It was so cute and so pretty. So do you want to pay $600 or more for a pretty cake to look at? Or do you want to pay maybe $100 for a pretty cake you can eat? And if you're one of those people who's like, oh, you must have absolutely gorgeous cake, get a dummy cake. Have, you know, a cake that's decorated real pretty and maybe a top layer that you guys can actually cut into, but then just have a regular sheet cake in the back that your caterer has already cut up and will bring out to serve to your guests. That way you can take your cute pictures, have your cake, but you saved on the price. As far as cake goes, I had the smallest tier cake possible from Walmart, and I had cupcakes. I have no idea if there was any left or anything because I was too busy partying, but I paid $65 for all of that. That's the deal. It was cute enough to me. I loved it. The cake isn't the focus of the wedding. It's just extra way people get you to try and spend some money. So Walmart has good cakes. I hear Sam's Club and Costco also has great cakes. And if you can skip a cake, just serve cupcakes. You know, have that one tier cake that you guys can cut into, and then just have cupcakes for everybody. It's easier. And I know a lot of places charge a cake cutting fee. So if you serve your cupcakes, you're saving on a cake cutting fee. Remember, KISS, keep it simple, sweetie. We cutting costs everywhere. As far as, you know, your reception goes, limit your alcohol to just beer and wine. I had a little bit of, you know, hard liquor at my alcohol, which is, I had a little bit of hard liquor at the reception, but we mostly had beer. I wanted a champagne fountain, but I quickly crossed that off the list when I found out how much it would cost to fill a 5-gallon champagne fountain. I quickly crossed that off the list when I found out how much it would cost to fill a 5-gallon champagne fountain. It was cute. It would have been cute, but you know what? Everybody was just happy with that beer. And when you're shopping for your venue, choose a venue that doesn't require much decoration. You can save like a lot. Like, I got married outside in the garden, so I didn't need any decorations because it was, you know, summertime, everything's in bloom, everything was nice and pretty. So I really saved like that with finding a venue that didn't require a lot of decorations. Same thing for my reception hall. The place was gorgeous by itself. I just added a few centerpieces on the table and called it a day. And as far as decorating goes, skip real flowers. They are so expensive and they're not necessary. I don't understand why you would spend so much money on something that's going to die in 2 days. Even if you do, you know, get all these flowers, what are you gonna do with them when the wedding is over? I didn't even want this stuff that I made for the wedding to come back home with me. I was like, oh my gosh, just throw it all in the garbage. I didn't. I still have it. But you know, after the wedding and everything, you don't want all this stuff in your house. So you're gonna spend thousands of dollars on something you're gonna throw away and or die. KISS, sweetie. Keep it simple, sweetie. Okay? I use fake flowers. Hello? Guess where these came from? If you remember my video, they came from the Dollar Tree. And I've gotten so many compliments on this chandelier. And all this stuff right here is from the only thing that isn't from the Dollar Tree is these crystals. And I got those from Amazon. And I'll link the video below so if you guys want to go ahead and make this. I got so many compliments on these and they are so gorgeous and they look so pretty at the ceremony site. And it was Dollar Tree, okay? So skip the real flowers if you can, but if you must have real flowers, I know Costco and Sam's Club sell them in bulk, where you could just kind of arrange them yourselves, or even your local grocery store. Skip the florist, go to your local Kroger or maybe Walmart or whatever store is in your area and talk to the person in the flower department over there. you'll save a lot. Another way to save is keep your bridal party short. You know, all the pictures look cute when they have the 10 bridesmaids and 10 groomsmen. But believe me, you'll save yourself a lot of stress in the long run if you just keep it short. 1 or 2 people, none if any, but if you must have them, just keep in mind you have to keep track of everybody who's, did you get your dress, did you get your alterations, all these different women. This is for the bridesmaids. All these different attitudes. I don't like this dress, I don't like that color. You know, just weddings seem to bring out the worst in people. So to just save yourself that drama and that headache, cross out the bridal party. Another thing I did before I decided to, you know, make things myself, look for your decor secondhand. I have all my wedding stuff. I'm ready to sell. There's plenty of brides looking to sell their wedding stuff. There's no need to really buy new. Garage sales, they have bridal resales, pop-up shows, Facebook Marketplace. I know there's a group on Facebook called Bride to Bride Recycle. And rent what you buy. Rent what you can versus buying everything. If you can rent a tablecloth, rent the tablecloth. If you can rent the charger plates, rent your charger plates. There's no need to buy it, because when the wedding's over, you're gonna have all this stuff in your house and you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, I just want it gone. So always rent when you can. As far as your wedding dress goes, your wedding dress can be a huge chunk of your budget, okay? I had my wedding dress custom made, which saved me a ton of money because I didn't have to worry about alterations. I got exactly what I want. I stayed under my budget, and that was great. So that's an option for you guys. The person I went with, I just saw that she constantly, during prom season, she made some gorgeous prom gowns, and I was like, okay, I want her to make my wedding dress. And she made it, and she, you know, and it was a great price, and I loved my dress. It was everything I wanted it to be. So as far as your wedding dress shopping goes, either get you a dress custom made like I did, search white dresses that aren't specifically wedding dresses. So instead of searching white wedding dresses, just search white dresses, or, you know, white mermaid dresses, etc. Things of that nature. Buy secondhand. Once the wedding is over, you'll have all these brides reselling their stuff. Some brides hand, stealwhite.com, Once Wed, eBay, preownedweddingdresses.com are great websites to find you a dress. My dress was custom made. That's also an option for you guys. I was following some lady on Instagram who was constantly making beautiful prom dresses, and so when it was time for me to get married, I was like, okay, I want you to make my dress. And she did, and I got exactly what I wanted, and I stayed under my budget. Also, Amazon is a great place for wedding dresses. Please stay away from DHgate and Wish. Those are hit or miss websites. You may get what you wanted, you may not. I wouldn't even risk the chance, you know, $200-300 for something. It's not worth it. Just stay away from those places. But I do know Coco Medley and JJ's House are good places. I didn't personally order anything, but I do know people who have ordered a bridesmaid's dress and their wedding dress from there, and they look absolutely gorgeous. So I would suggest those sites as well. Also, join wedding groups on Facebook. There's tons of tips and advice from ladies constantly on there. So as soon as I got engaged, I was joined every wedding group on Facebook and got as much information as I could to help me save. Another thing for weddings is skip all the personalized things like napkins, and who wants to charge your plate with your face on it? I don't understand. I mean, if you want to do that, then that's your thing. Look, it's your day, your way, but it's not necessary. Also, throw tradition out the window, okay? My wedding dress was purple. Does it look like I was concerned with tradition? No. Okay? Your day, your way. Do things how you want to do it. Shake it up a little bit. But there's personalized wedding napkins and things of that nature isn't necessary. That's just an added expense, okay? Remember, guys, kiss. Keep it simple, sweetie. Thank you gifts. I mean, I had some, like little candy mints because my mom bought them, but I wasn't thinking about thank you gifts. Like, so I have to give you a thank you card and a thank you gift? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Okay? Skip the thank you gifts. They're not really necessary. Nobody has talked to me about my wedding like, man, you didn't give us a thank you gift. Okay? It's a cute touch, but it's not necessary. This is very important, okay? And this is a step I skipped, so don't be like me. Confirm your guest count before you give your final numbers to your vendors, okay? If you have guests coming from out of town, confirm with them that they have at least booked their flight or booked their hotel room before you save them a spot. Because I had people that I just knew were coming text me like a day or two before the wedding, oh, they couldn't make it. What? So I wasted money renting you a chair, paying for your food, and all this other things. So save yourself some money. You can really save yourself some money in that area by confirming your guest count. And just shoot them a text like, hey, just checking that you booked such and such, or you guys will be here. If not, I won't be able to hold your seat. As simple as that. I mean, either they're gonna say yes, we did book, or no, they didn't. So either way, save yourself as much money as you can, because you still have to go on about your life after this day is over, okay? And here's another thing. If you're inviting someone, if they haven't been dating for at least 6 months, don't give them a +1. I have no idea why people think they can't go to a wedding by themselves, but they act like they can. So they're like, oh, I want to bring my date. Or you'll send them an invitation and they'll write a name on there like, excuse me? I don't even know you. So make it clear, if you're giving +1s, make it clear how many guests are actually invited on your invitation. And if they haven't been dating for at least 6 months, don't give them a +1, okay? We're gonna slash catering. It takes up a big chunk of your budget. We're trying to slash that catering bill as much as we can. So +1s add up. Don't spend a bunch of money on your invitations. Invitations are just paper. How many wedding invitations have you received that you still have? I'm not even sure if my parents still have my wedding invitation, because I was texting them the address to the reception and ceremony site. Had they had the invitation, they would have already known. So don't waste a bunch of money on invitations. Do what I did, guys, and you don't even have to be that fancy. Just get you some good sturdy cardstock, get you a template off Etsy, and mail it out. If you want, put it in a nice pretty colored envelope, but don't waste a bunch of money on something people are just going to throw in the garbage. Now, one thing I would say don't skip out on, but definitely shop around for, is your photographer. Your photographer is so important on your wedding. My photographer was great. Okay, I love, as I'm scrolling through the pictures that he gave us, I can like, I feel like I'm living that moment, you know. And I loved him. He was great. He was everywhere, and he was awesome. And he was under budget because I shopped around. Now, the way I say with my photographer is he doesn't do any physical prints. He just gave us everything. You know, he edited the pictures and he just gave it to us on a USB drive. So, you know, that's how we saved on that end. But he was great because I almost paid $1,000 for a photographer. But here he came in for $750, and he was with me from the time I was getting dressed to the reception. That was a great deal. So definitely shop around for your photographer. I know people suggest it, but for me, a DJ was very important to the wedding because he, um, you know, when he had the aisle music at the reception, he had all the music going, everybody was dancing. I can't imagine everything going as smoothly as it went had we been playing the music, you know, ourselves off our iPods or whatever. So some people suggested, you know, skipping the DJ and just creating a really good playlist. I don't. I think that is one of the things that you should go ahead and spend money on. But shop around for your DJs because I was getting some quotes for $1,000 to $350. So it just, and that all goes back to taking your time on planning your wedding because it gives you time to find different people, or you know, just talk to people you may know. I found my DJ from somebody from work. So just talk to people, just like, hey, do you know a DJ, or hey, do you know a coordinator? Oh, speaking of a coordinator, you can plan your wedding yourself, but you cannot run your wedding on your wedding day. So I highly suggest getting a day of coordinator. They are very important, and having somebody just take control of things, you know, because I literally had people texting me 30 minutes before the ceremony asking me where to place. I mean, you know, my location was a little hard to find. Excuse me, guys. Um, but yeah, I have a coordinator, somebody who can handle it. I had a coordinator and she was fabulous. If there is any kind of problem, I have no idea about it because she handled it, and I appreciate her so much. She kept us on time, on track. Everything I wanted to be done was done. I absolutely loved her. Also, shop around for your coordinators because, you know, they vary in price as well. Or, you know, even if you can't find a coordinator, find somebody that you know, is bossy and will be able to handle the responsibility of making sure everybody is where they're at when they need to be there. And one thing I didn't do for my wedding, just because it was kind of last minute when I thought of it and we couldn't fit it in the budget, is get a videographer. I love looking at my pictures of the wedding, but I would like to see a video of it. My mom did record the wedding for me, and she's getting, you know, a video made. But if you can, I would get a videographer. And you know, videographers are pretty expensive. So an alternative to that would be finding someone who's in film school or art school, you know, who's going through the process to become, but find someone who's in film school or art school, and allowing them to be a videographer. It's a great experience for you. The price will be great for you, and it'll be great for them as well. Funny story, I arrived to my ceremony in a horse-drawn carriage, and as I was sitting in the carriage waiting for my coordinator to call me and tell me, you know, it was my time to come, an art student was roaming the park just taking pictures, and he stumbled upon me and he took a few photos of me, and he actually emailed them to me, and they were beautiful. I love them. So that's another idea for you guys. And I hope I covered everything there is. If I didn't, you guys know I'm very responsive with the comments. Leave me a comment below and I'll try and answer it. Thank you guys so much for getting me to 2,000 subscribers. I had no idea when I first started doing this that my channel would become this big, but I'm so glad it is. Thank you guys so much who've been following me from the beginning. I really hope that I've been very helpful. I hope that I've inspired you guys, and I just look forward to doing more. Now, you know, my channel is the Budget Wife. My channel is the Budget Bride, but since I'm married now, I'll be switching over to the Budget Wife. And as far as my channel being the Budget Wife, you know, I'm just gonna do things. I'm always on the budget, okay? I was the Budget Bride, I was the Budget Girlfriend, Budget Fiance, Budget Bride, and I'm still going to be the Budget Wife. So moving forward, my channel will include just, you know, inexpensive DIY home decors. I think I'll do a little cooking, some cooking for you guys, because, you know, something I do as a wife and a mother. Do a little coupon shopping trips with you guys, because I do coupon because I'm always saving, okay? You know, and just, I guess, just kind of seeing where it goes from there. But those are the plans that I do have for the channel in the future. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me. I appreciate you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Visit me on Instagram. And have a great day. Until next time, guys. Thanks for watching. Another thing, when you're dress shopping, when you're finding your jewelry for your dress, I got my jewelry. Well, I got my necklace from a paparazzi vendor, okay? So if you don't have a paparazzi vendor or know anybody who sells paparazzi, I'll include the link to my paparazzi person below. But my necklace was gorgeous. I absolutely loved it. And paparazzi jewelry is $5 jewelry. This necklace was $5. These earrings are $5. And it's cute stuff. Who doesn't have? I have $5 for some cute stuff, okay? So, you know, I'm always shopping with her. But the necklace I did have on for my wedding was part of the Z collection piece, which was $25. But, you know, it was cute. It was worth it, you know. So, definitely, you know, if you're looking for jewelry for yourself or for your bridesmaids, check out your paparazzi vendor, or check out my paparazzi vendor, because she is awesome. I definitely love her. She always has really cute things, and I enjoy shopping with her. So when you're looking for, you know, jewelry for yourself and your bridesmaids or your mom or just anybody, definitely check out paparazzi, because $5, you can't beat that. And it's cute, you can't beat that. Guys, remember, things will go wrong on your wedding day. Things went wrong. I had so many meltdowns the week before my wedding. Like, I was literally calling my mom almost every day in tears because something was going wrong. But at the end of the day, it was totally worth it. I married my best friend. We had a great time. My friends and family had a great time. And in the end, it was really worth it. So, things will go wrong, but just roll with the punches, guys. Don't let it ruin your day. My dress ripped, okay? So, my dress ripped at my reception. That's like one of the worst things that can happen on your wedding. But I still managed to have a great... Speaking of a dress rip, my aunt saved the day. She had some safety pins and she pinned me back together. So when you see on Pinterest and they keep talking about that bridal emergency kit, get you a bridal emergency kit. Have safety pins on hand at all times. They definitely came in handy. So things will go wrong, but you know, I didn't let that deter me from having a great time. Even if I had to wear my husband's suit jacket for the rest of the night, I was going to have a great time because I paid for it, okay? So at the end of the day, as long as you marry your best friend, that's all that matters. Also, when you're shopping for dresses, I got my flower girl dresses and my ring bearers shirts, pants, and suspenders off Amazon. Amazon is a great site to buy outfits for, you know, the wedding. So I'll leave the link below in the description box if you want to, you know, go with the sellers that I use. But the girls' dresses were gorgeous, and I paid like $25 for each dress. So I had 2 flower girls. So that's $50 for 2 dresses. You can't beat that. They're selling flower girl dresses for $100 in Davis Bridal. No ma'am, not over here, not the budget bride way. Same thing for the boys. Probably for their pants, shirt, suspenders, and shoes may have been $40 possibly. So I had 2 ring bearers, so I spent $80 for their outfits as well. So definitely check out Amazon. I love Amazon. I'm a Prime member. It is totally worth it. 2-day shipping. Oh, my bridesmaids dresses came from Amazon as well. So, you know, I love Amazon. So I'll leave the link below in case you guys want to check out the sellers that I went with. Great quality items. Great quality items. I definitely tell you guys to check them out. I think that's it. Just really trying to make sure I cover all the bases with you guys. Also, you guys, I would totally, so the app I used was The Knot, and according to The Knot, you know, to keep track of my guest list, I love The Knot. It worked for me. There are other wedding planning websites out there, but The Knot served its purpose for me. Also, another thing I did was sign up for Shutterfly, and after the wedding, they sent me, you know, Shutterfly is a great website to sign up for if you haven't already. They send you coupons all the time. And one of the coupons I got was like for a free photo book. So I was like, okay, bomb. I got my wedding book. This is like a $30 value. Guess how much I paid for it? $7. All I paid was shipping and tax. And it's like 28 pages, and it's adorable. Oh, okay, I guess I'll just share some photos from the wedding with you guys here. These are the outfits I got from Amazon. This is my paparazzi necklace, the bouquet that we made, my flower girl dresses, and these baskets and flowers are from the Dollar Tree. So my husband swore up and down he wasn't going. When we talked about this, you know, I was watching wedding videos. I'd be like, "Babe, you gonna cry?" He's like, "I'm not gonna cry." Da 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 da. Bam! It's on documentation of him crying as I was pulling up in the horse and carriage. So this is my dad walking me down the aisle, and my grandmother made my veil, and I totally love it. Me wiping his tears away. I love that picture. And it's so funny. This picture is so funny to me because his vows ripped, or you know, something, and he wasn't able to read them. So he was saying right here that he was just so nervous, and I looked so beautiful. He didn't know what to say, and we were just cracking up. And then here's me, and there's a funny story about me because I wrote my vows, and as I was getting my makeup done, I proofread my vows. And here I am, reading my vows, off my phone because I forgot them in the hotel room. And I remember when we were in the limo. So I had to quickly remember what I had said and write it down on my phone. And then here we are doing the stand ceremony. It's our family. These are the flower girl crowns we made, guys. Aren't they adorable? The big kiss. Us in the carriage. We were kissing all day. I skipped lipstick just for this purpose. My husband and his groomsmen. My husband and the boys. Myself and my bridesmaids. There go the shoes, guys. Remember the bling shoes we made? My husband and the girls. It's another picture of my husband and one of the girls. And it was so hard to pick. There were so many great photos in here, but I can only pick 28. So here's another picture of me with all the kids. I love this picture. It just really kind of shows our personality. We are so goofy. I also love this picture because I'm like, yeah, he's mine. So yes, this is the photo book we got from Shutterfly. $7 with the coupon. You cannot beat that. That is the budget bride way, okay? So definitely sign up for Shutterfly if you haven't, because then you can do your thank you cards. Once I get another coupon, I'll be doing my thank you cards with them as well. So until next time, guys, thanks for watching.